about science is you fail 90, 95, 99% of the time. But that one time when you make that breakthrough, you discover something that no one on earth has ever seen before, or you make something that you know can help somebody, that's the thing that gives you the energy to keep going. Right now, we're trying to focus on two things. One is to build better drugs for the COVID-19 endemic, and the second is to be better prepared for the next pandemic. And it's a when, not if, that's gonna happen. And 1 million Americans dead is not acceptable, and we have to do better.
In the case of malaria infection, the majority of deaths are women in the third trimester of pregnancy or in children under the age of 5. Those lives simply can't reach their full potential without the ability of mitigating and hopefully eradicating some really terrible infectious diseases.
I study starvation physiology in a bacterial species called Pseudomonas aeruginosa, which is an opportunistic pathogen. It's a big problem in hospitals, in hospital-acquired infections. My grandfather got a tiny cut in his foot. It got infected and he was treated with antibiotics, but it came back, and this kept happening over and over again over many months. Then they eventually amputated his foot, but at that point it was too late and the infection had gone into his bone and eventually into his bloodstream, and he died of septicemia. It just shocked me that in this day and age that someone can still die from a cut in their foot. And it made me curious to understand, why do our antibiotics not work?
At Scripps, we're interested in doing interesting science, but science that impacts human health. And being able to do both of those activities with the tenacity and voracious nature that we have here within Caliber and Scripps is really powerful, and is a unique environment that exists nowhere else.
I look at this as the golden age of science. If you went back 20 years and said, in 20 years you will have all of these tools, things like CRISPR and novel chemistry and omics technologies, I'd be like, you're out of your mind, right? And now we can use these tools to really build things that impact human health, and it's really an exciting time to be in science.